Robots, something most humans know about. Well, if you know about these quote-unquote robots, well, it's a man-made machine that humans sometimes imagine. Of course, when people talk about robots that can end humanity, they mostly talk about one specific kind. This kind is a human-like machine and is meant to serve humans, which of course is science fiction. Some people think we'll eventually make robots with the ability to end humanity, to serve us of course. Well, what if one went crazy, or all of them went crazy? Some people say, well, it's kind of easy to understand. Robots can't go crazy unless humans program them to. And here's my reasoning. A machine won't mess up unless if programmed to, or the creator messes up. With a machine like a robot, there will be a bunch of mistakes, but most likely not a mistake big enough for the robot to be hostile to other humans. What if they start a revolution? Some humans may ask. Well, pretty simple. They won't have feelings to start a revolution if they aren't programmed to. I think robots must have consciousness to be able to want stuff, such as wanting to start a revolution. And if we do accidentally program a robot to have consciousness, I'm sure the creator or creators would be smart enough to be able to shut the robot down. I think that if we did make robots, which we most likely will, we won't go the extra step to give the robot consciousness. We don't need a robot to have feelings, and we'd have to understand how consciousness is formed to give the robot consciousness, which won't be for hundreds, if not thousands of years. Well, what if we made a big mistake? Big enough for a robot to show hostility to a human. Like I said earlier, you should have something to shut it down, as a way to prepare for the unknown, which would also work with something else I said earlier. If humans did accidentally give robots consciousness, shut them down, by either breaking the material or even making a certain code. There are already robots. There are robot dogs, but of course there aren't synthetic robot humans yet. But I predict that within 100 years there will be a human-like robot. If there is a human-like robot, I still think people would be smart enough to have a plan just in case robots show hostility. People obviously won't go the extra mile to give robots consciousness, at least not for another 1,000 years. The only reason for robots to exist is to serve humans, and they most likely won't have hostility towards humans, and if they do, they will be shut down. Robots are only machines. You can't forget that robots will most likely never be able to experience such things like a real human can. For example, robots will not have a brain. And if they have a human-like brain, they still will never have a cerebrum. My definition of the cerebrum is the part of the brain where you choose to do actions, which is the same part of the brain that people can start a war or communicate with other people. However, the internet's definition of cerebrum is, quote-unquote, the principal and most anterior part of the brain in vertebrate, located in the front area of the skull and consisting of two hemispheres, left and right, separated by a fissure. It is responsible for the integration of complex sensory and neural functions, and the initiation and coordination of voluntary activity in the body. With that simple knowledge, and with the knowledge that people will never give robots a cerebrum-like experience in the brain, robots wouldn't be able to want anything, therefore robots wouldn't attack other people. AI stands for Artificial Intelligence. You've probably heard of this. Humans have formed artificial intelligence such as what takes place in video games. One of the many definitions of artificial intelligence is, quote-unquote, in computer science, artificial intelligence, sometimes called machine intelligence, is intelligence demonstrated by machines, in contrast to the natural intelligence displayed by humans. That's only partly what I'm getting at here. For example, there's already artificial intelligence, but not as great as a human's natural intelligence. Obviously, that's artificial intelligence, or what some people call machine intelligence. But what I'm talking about is AI that can outsmart people, which will eventually happen, meaning the machine's creator will once not be as smart as the machine itself. Yes, it will happen, but will they ever try to destroy us all? My opinion is no, they will not. And I've already explained earlier in this video why they most likely won't go against humans. If artificial intelligence does take over the world, which shouldn't happen, robots should only be made to do a task, like doing an everyday job, following the commands a coder gives them for a video game, or simply doing any other form of following an objective. If that is true, then that means that the creator or creators of robots wouldn't need to give the robot consciousness, due to the fact robots wouldn't need consciousness to follow a simple objective, thus meaning robots wouldn't be able to have an interest in destroying or killing their creators, aka humans. Although robots will be able to kill off the human species, I've already elaborately elucidated to why robots could kill off humanity, but simply wouldn't kill off humanity. So, what did I go over mostly in this video? Robots can't go against humanity unless specifically programmed to, and there's already proof, which I just explained. So hopefully you all enjoyed this video, and if so, please consider liking the video, and if you haven't yet, consider subscribing. Have a wonderful day, and as always, goodbye.